Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Hope you're all well. Let me just do a little bit of adjusting on the camera. Right, we are back with another one, and for a change, it's not one that somebody has sent me. Well, it has been sent to me, but not from someone. I've bought them and the company has sent them to me. So we are back to the double IPAs and the ones that I purchased from Trembling Madness, who are based in York. And the beer we have now is from Deya, who are out at Cheltenham, Gloucester, whichever way you want to look at it, if you like. And we are taking a look at their standard DIPA salts. Now, it's a double IPA. Underneath, it says standard DIPA salts, Deya, dipper everywhere, many drops to drink. I believe the saying is water everywhere, many drops to drink. I could be wrong. I don't know. It's coming in at 8% ABV. In a 500ml can, so it's one of them big cans, and the artwork is fantastic. That is one thing with Deya. I do love their artwork. It's been the same. It doesn't seem to have changed since I've been drinking their beers, and I like that. So they're keeping it as it was. Like I say, this was from Trembling Madness, not cheap. Now, double IPAs, like I always say, you're looking at around the £6 mark. This was £6.60, so it is a little bit more expensive. But I guess you can say it is a 500ml can, so there is a little bit more in there. So I'm looking forward to this. I have had a couple of double IPAs that have been a little bit of a letdown, to be honest, in that order I placed with Trembling Madness. So we'll get it into a glass. Now, I don't have a Deya glass, so I am wandering away from my White Hag IPA glass that I like to use, just because it is on the side drying. So I'm going to whack it in the old Rivy glass. And to be honest, Rivington, very decent brewery, Deya, this beer won't be out of place in this glass, surely. I've got a cat meowing out there, which I just want to strangle because it's doing me head in. But I won't, because I love my cat and I won't do that. So, get it cracked open and see what we get. Hope you're all well. I get a lot of comments on me double IPAs. I think there's quite a few people that think I'm probably mad for paying £6 plus for a beer. But I do think the style is fantastic if it is done well, and I understand. £6. Shut up, cat! Hang on, I'm going to pour this and then I'll come back. Right. Bloody hell, them cats do my head in. As I was saying, yes, a lot of people think £6 is a lot of money for a beer, and it is a lot of money. I do think if the beer is good, it is well worth it. And 99% of us have all gone to an airport and bought a beer and paid £7 for something that is shit. So, you know, everyone's to their own, and it depends on what you can afford to buy. It's not something I do all the time. I do have the odd splurge, but I do love a double IPA. That is the going rate. That is what I'm going to pay. Right. Beer in a glass. Now, I was quite vigorous with the pour, but that has struggled to pour a big head. So we're only looking at about half a finger of head. It does look very smooth and creamy, it's got to be said, the head on that. It does look very nice. It's a lovely hazy number. And there is several floaty bits lurking around on the bottom that come out right at the end. I've got no chance of reading any of that spiel on the back, so there we go. If you want to pause it and have a go and see what you can do with that, feel free. I'm not going to waste my time because I'm as blind as a bat. So let's dive in with the nose on Deya's standard DIPA salts. Oh, wow, big juicy number. Big pineapple. Definitely grapefruit in there, passion fruit. Tropical. Hoppy, but it's more juicy notes rather than a big bold hoppiness. Now that might make you think, well, is it artificial? There's no way this is going to be artificial. I just think sometimes the hops really stand out. They do stand out in this, but I think this is a time where the juicy notes sort of take over. I'm salivating, I'm going dry. It smells fantastic. So, Deya and their standard DIPA salts, double IPA, coming in at a big old 8%. Let's dive in and see what we get. Cheers, everyone. Oh, that is as dank as you like. Straight away, the body is good. The body is good. Now, maybe I've just drunk too many double IPAs, because for me, some of the bodies on these beers are starting to feel lighter than what I always remember, or what I'm used to having. So whether the beer is changing or whether I'm just getting used to it. This is still a very decent body on this beer. It doesn't feel as heavy as I was expecting. That could just be me, but my word, this is as smooth as satin, as smooth as silk. It is pillowy soft in the mouth. The mouthfeel is spot on. Seriously, the bubbles there. Honestly, the bubbles in this beer. You imagine a Belgian ale with small bubbles, micro bubbles if you like, and it has that lovely smooth softness. Now double that, and that is what this beer feels like. It's got the smoothness, it's got the softness. It is genuinely like silk. Got to be loads of oats in there. There's definitely an oaty aroma. So I have no doubt this is packed full of oats. I think it's got that creaminess, that softness from oats. Like I say, I don't know if there's oats in this, but I'd be very surprised if there wasn't, because it has that creaminess and softness. Super smooth, like I say. On the taste, it's beautiful. I was thinking of what I was going to say. It is beautiful. Again, it's pineapple, it's hoppy. Passion fruit. A little bit of peach maybe. The stone fruit's in there. You just get that feel of stone fruits. There's no real bitterness to it, but it has a lovely gentle sweetness. It's got a nice, again, it's going to sound like a contradiction, but there's almost a sweet dankness as well, and that's not what you tend to get with a dankness. It tends to be musty, and if anything, you sort of get a bitterness from a dankness. For me, this has that lovely sort of sweet dankness. A little bit of mango maybe, that sweet mango. I mean, this is beautiful. If I have any criticism, and it's like what I said at the start of the video, it would be the body. But is that down to me being used to drinking double IPAs and them not feeling as heavy as they used to be? Or is it maybe of, I don't want to say the quality of the double IPA, but maybe is it that? I don't know. But this doesn't lose anything. It doesn't lose anything at all. The flavours are fantastic. The body is lovely. Could it be heavier? Maybe. It is smooth, it is soft, it is drinkable. The 8% in this is absolutely nowhere. There is no sign of the 8%. There's no sign of an 8% beer in there in body. There is no sign of the 8% in overpowering big weighty flavours, though they are there. I mean, this is a stunning beer. It really is. It really is lovely. Yes, £6.60. So, like I say, you look at £6 for a double IPA. This is sort of like £6.60, so it is at the higher end. But my word, it works. It really does work. Is it worth it? Yeah. I'll tell you what, give me one of these any day of the week over paying £5 for a Carlin somewhere, or going to the airport and paying £7 for a fucking Stella unfiltered. Who the fuck wants one of them when you could have this for the same price? Obviously the airport isn't going to sell this at £7. If they had it in, they'd be knocking it out about 12. But my point is, we can all moan about the price of beer, but ultimately it comes down to the quality of beer and what you're willing to pay and what you want to drink. For me, this is a style I love. I don't care if I'm in someone's pub. you know, yes, they have to make a profit, but I don't care if I sit in my own house and pay the same price, if not a little bit more than some pub would charge. I'm not bothered about sitting in somebody else's fucking pub in front of a fire watching TV. I'm quite happy to pay that to sit at home, sit in my own comfort, in the luxury of my own house. That's all I care about. The beer is fantastic. I'm going to end it there because I'm talking shit now. But that is a great beer. Yes, expensive, but worth every penny. And nigh on a pint as well. Where are you going to get an 8% double IPA for £6.60 a pint? You ain't. I've paid what have I paid? For a 330ml, a 2/3 glass, which is 330. I've paid £6 for double IPAs in a pub, and they're not as good as that. So for me, that is a banger. It's worth every penny. I'm not having a dig at anyone in particular or anything about the price. I'm just putting my point across. I'm happy to pay that for that kind of money. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. I'll turn it that way. There we go. The right way around, no, wrong way. Standard double IPA salts. If you've had it, let me know what you think. If you're thinking of getting it, it's an absolute banger. Give it a go. That's it for this beer review. Hope you've all enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon on another one. Cheers.